Doc. So today we're going to take a look at Dok-Ondar from the Star Wars Black series. I got this guy because I kind of like the way he looked. I used to collect Star Wars Black series back in the day, but I kind of sold them all off. But for this guy, I don't know, he looks special. Now you can only get this figure from Galaxy's Edge at Disney parks, or you could do it the way I did it, which was through eBay. You can get everything from eBay, so that's how I got this guy. He is on the pricey side because, you know, the exclusivity of the figure. You can only get him at the Disney park, so I had to fork out a bit. But honestly, it's the same amount that he was sold for in my local online toy store. They did sell him, I think, 2 years ago, but I skipped on him. But I got him for the same price, so I didn't really lose much. So yeah, this is the box. Now the box is weird because you don't really see the figure. You see the picture of the figure, but you don't really see the figure, so I thought there'd be like a window here. And there's a little write-up of the character here, if you guys want to read. I'll put it in the description below if you guys want to find out who or what he is. And yeah, he's basically a artifact collector type guy, and he has a store in Disney parks where you could visit and buy his shit. And that's about it, really. I think he's just a character made for the theme park, I guess. And yeah, so with that being said, let's take a look at this weird slug guy. And here's Dok-Ondar. So he's an Ithorian, I think what you call these species. It's a pretty weird looking alien, but that's why I like him. I think it's a slug or something. I don't know. He just looks fucking weird. So with that being said, let's take a closer gander at him. And here's a closer look at Dok-Ondar, the very weird looking Ithorian creature thing from Star Wars. But yeah, I just like the way this alien looks. It just looks weird and freaky. So let's have a closer look. He does have some jingly bits here because he is a collector of galactic relics. So why not show them off, right? He has some soft goods for clothing. It doesn't look like it's cloth. It actually drapes the figure really well. Some figures have cloth goods that just makes it look bulky and stuff, but this one kind of, yeah, it kind of drapes around the figure nicely. This is his face. Now I think you can highlight the details of his face with some dry brushing, but since I kind of bought him at a premium, I'm not gonna do that with him. Yeah, so he does have some bumpy bits on his back here, which is kind of gross. Ugh. And I guess these are ears at the back of his head. So yeah, he is detailed nicely for what he is. The Black series. I'm not familiar with the Black series. I used to, but now I think they improved on some of their sculpting, especially for the aliens. So with that, he does come with some accessories. Ta-dum! So the first accessory is this, an ebony sword called the Blade of Kashun. It's made by the Sith worshippers or Sith people. It's basically made because they don't like the idea of lightsabers. They think it's for the weak, so they made their own weapons. But I don't think that turned out very good for them. So it does have this weird handle bit here, which is weird, but it does make him hold the blade a bit easier because it kind of rests on his fingers. So yeah, he does come with that. Now the second accessory he has is this Phase 1 Clone Trooper helmet, which is weird because I don't think this is a rare item. It's kind of a, I mean, you know, you could get this anywhere, I think, in the Star Wars galaxy. They're kind of everywhere. But he has that, so yeah. It's kind of squishy. Quick. I don't know if you could fit this on any other Black Series figure, but the whole looks like it accommodates a figure's head, I guess. I don't know. If you guys know, let me know. Doo-doo-doo. And finally, he comes with these holocrons. So one is a Jedi holocron, and one's a Sith one. I don't know if I could get the details. There is details to it. So basically what these are is, to simplify it, it's basically, what the hell is that? To simplify it, it's basically external hard drives. Basically, they have teachings of specific Jedi masters or whatever. They have the history, techniques, secrets, vice versa, also the Sith. So I guess no two holocrons are alike. They all have individual different data within them. And they do sell these life-size props in the Galaxy's Edge store. Basically his store. You could buy it from Dok-Ondar's, what do you call it? Souvenir shop, I guess. So he does come with that, which is cool. And that's about it, really. Yeah. So with that being said, let's see him with the stuff on. And here's Dok-Ondar all suited up. I kind of went all out with this because he looked kind of plain. So I just wanted to have him with a scenery, I guess. And I added some extra tidbits here and there. I'll show you which ones and what they belong to later when I do close-ups. But yeah, this is how I decide to display him. I'm gonna have a glass enclosure for him, so he's protected from dust and all that. So yeah, this is how I'm going to choose to display this figure. What do you guys think? You think I did too much? I don't know. That being said, let's take some close-ups of this guy. And here's a close-up of Dok-Ondar. So he's holding, this is basically a piece of a Predator, one of those wrist computer things. It kind of fell off. So it kind of looks like something from Star Wars, right? Like a credit calculator thing where you put your e-wallet or whatever. It's close up of his jingly bits. He's holding the sword. Like I said, that handle helps him hold it steady. It doesn't slide off. You have the helmet there, the holocrons, and this not a blaster, but this is Rorschach's gun from one of the Watchmen figures. I got this in a lot. It just so happened to be one of the accessories that was in that lot. Now this piece of golden thing is from Hellboy. This is Prince Nuada's crown, or a piece of it. And this is also from Hellboy, this canister. The one that shows the map to where the Golden Army is. It kind of looks like Star Wars, right? I don't know. I think it looks okay, but it might look too much. Who knows? I might change it up. So yeah, this is Dok-Ondar. Let's just do one spins here. Oh, this rock is from my balcony. It belonged to a cactus that died a long time ago. I couldn't... Well, I don't know what happened to it. It just died one day. But I kept the rock. Just a memory for that cactus, basically. So yeah, this is how I'm going to display him. So with that being said, let's see where he stands in my room. And this is where I'll stick Dok-Ondar for now on my table in this little display cage thing. So yeah, I may have gone a bit overboard with this display option, but I think it looks okay. I'm thinking of putting a dead tree behind him so it kind of evens out the composition a bit. But that's a problem for another day. So yeah, that's my humble review over this little guy. And with that being said, thanks for watching. And as always, go get him.